Hey Dragon Slayers, today's video is about Dr. Mindy Pelz's Ketobiotic recipes, salmon in parchment paper. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. So this particular recipe makes 8 servings, and each serving is going to be 2 ounces. So your ingredients are going to be 16 ounces of asparagus, 2 yellow bell peppers thinly sliced, 1 red onion that's been thinly sliced. You're going to have 4 large tomatoes that have been diced. And then we got 4 tablespoons of capers that have been drained, 8 salmon fillets, 2 lemons that have been juiced, 1/4 cup of avocado oil, 3 lemons that have been sliced, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1/2 cup of basil that's been thinly sliced. So for your instructions, you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Cut parchment paper into 8 17-inch squares. Divide the asparagus, bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, and capers evenly among the 8 parchment squares. Place 1 salmon fillet on top of each. Drizzle lemon juice and a little avocado oil over each piece of salmon. Top with 1 to 2 lemon slices, salt, pepper, and a dash of cayenne. Bring the parchment paper sides over to the salmon. Double fold the top and the sides to seal, making airtight pockets. Place the pockets on a baking sheet. Bake the salmon for 15 to 20 minutes. Your thermometer should register 140 to 145 degrees when inserted through the parchment paper and into the fish. Place each packet on a separate plate and cut open. Sprinkle some basil over the top of the fish and serve immediately. For the tips and tricks, the parchment paper keeps the fish moist as well as keeping all the flavor in. This dish is a winner with guests too because it looks fancy when you serve it in the parchment paper. Nutritional information per serving: total fat is 8 grams, net carbohydrates is 1 gram, and your protein is going to be 10 grams. So in a previous video where Dr. Mindy talked about salmon, I disagree with the temperature. If you want to have your salmon at 140 to 145, by all means. I personally find that salmon's not very palatable at that temperature. I think it's too dry. I try to aim for anywhere between 120, 125 at best. If you're cooking it at 400 degrees, it's a really high heat, so the carryover is going to be high. And the carryover is how much the temperature rises after you pull it out of the oven. So her directions say to bake for 15 to 20 minutes. I would actually probably bake it for 10 minutes and then check it. If your salmon is at least 110 degrees or so, it should rise well above 120 at that point. So that's my preference. If you like your stuff, it's not going to be raw. It'll still be cooked, but it's going to be very, very soft and flaky. If you want it more rare, obviously cook it less time. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.